Hello, everyone. Welcome back to NBA Stories, the place where we dive deep into the moments, emotions, and untold tales that shape the game we love. I'm glad you're here, because today we're talking about a story that goes far beyond the box score. A story about greatness, time, and the inevitable goodbye that comes for every legend. Today's story is called LeBron James and the Complicated Art of Saying Goodbye. Let's rewind to October 29th, 2003. LeBron Raymond James, an 18-year-old phenom from Akron, Ohio, was about to play his very first NBA game. That night, he dropped 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists against the Sacramento Kings. He didn't just debut. He announced himself to the world. It felt like the birth of something new. A once-in-a-generation talent had arrived. At that time, the world looked completely different. George W. Bush was the U.S. president. Jay-Z was preparing what he called his final album. The Apprentice was about to air. And the NBA, still recovering from Michael Jordan's final retirement, was searching for its next face. That face turned out to be LeBron James. For more than 20 years, LeBron has been the defining presence of basketball. He's been the hero, the villain, the champion, and the constant topic of debate. Every season, he's carried more than just a team. He's carried expectations, comparisons, and the weight of history. He has built a career that's as much about narrative as it is about numbers. But now, in his 23rd season, approaching 41 years old, LeBron is entering new and unfamiliar territory. For the first time, the question isn't, can he still do it? It's, when will it end? And maybe even harder, how does someone like LeBron James say goodbye? Because how do you walk away when the game has been your entire identity? How do you let go when you've spent 2 decades defying limits? What does the end look like for someone who's made us believe endings don't apply to him? LeBron's biggest rival has never been Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, or Kevin Durant. It's always been time. Time, the one opponent no athlete can ever defeat. And this season, time finally feels present. For the first time in his career, LeBron didn't suit up for opening night. The Lakers fell to the Warriors, and the whispers began. Was it rest? Was it injury? Or was it the beginning of something much bigger, the start of the end? Maybe he's battling sciatica, a painful nerve condition that makes every movement harder. Maybe it's a quiet exit strategy, a chance to write his final act on his own terms. Or maybe it's LeBron doing what he's always done, planning 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Because writing your own ending, that might just be the hardest play in sports. Years ago, Steve Nash said something haunting. An athlete dies twice. The first time is when they stop playing. For LeBron, that truth is closing in. He spent a lifetime controlling his image, his legacy, his destiny. But control doesn't stop the clock. No one, not even LeBron James, can control time forever. Very few legends ever get to choose how they leave. Michael Jordan did it 3 times, each one more complicated than the last. Kobe Bryant had the perfect ending, 60 points in his final game, the ultimate Hollywood farewell. LeBron's story, though, is still being written. He's still too good to fade quietly, still too powerful to disappear. But even kings must plan for the final chapter. LeBron saying goodbye on a losing team doesn't feel right. His career has always been about winning or the pursuit of it. He's been measured by rings, not stats. So if this really is his last run, it has to mean something. It has to be big, dramatic, unforgettable, just like everything else he's ever done. It's strange to imagine the NBA without LeBron James. He's been a part of our sports consciousness for more than 2 decades. He was on ESPN before social media existed. He's been the youngest to every record, and now he's the oldest active player in the league. He's outlasted eras, teammates, coaches, and critics. He's been a living timeline of the modern NBA. But time eventually comes for everyone. And for LeBron, time isn't just an enemy, it's a mirror. A reflection of everything he's achieved and everything he has left to lose. LeBron has said many times that his family will guide his decision to retire. Now, that family includes a teammate, his eldest son, Bronny James. For the first time in history, a father and son share the same NBA court. It's poetic, it's symbolic. It's a full circle moment 20 years in the making. But with every moment of pride comes a shadow of reflection. What has LeBron sacrificed to make this possible? What has his family given up so that his legacy could shine? He's hinted at it on his wife Savannah's podcast, speaking about the costs of constant spotlight, a life lived entirely under the microscope. It's something only he can truly understand. Then there's Los Angeles, the city of stars and expectations. When LeBron joined the Lakers, it felt like destiny. The biggest player, the brightest lights, the most iconic franchise. He delivered a championship in 2020, but because it came during the pandemic bubble, there was no parade, no citywide celebration. It felt muted, like a victory the world forgot to cheer for. Even now, the city's relationship with LeBron is complicated. To many Laker fans, Kobe Bryant remains untouchable, the heart of the franchise. LeBron is respected, admired, but not universally loved. Some still see him as an outsider. But that's also part of what makes his story fascinating. LeBron's never been defined by acceptance. He's always thrived in spaces that doubted him. There have been ups and downs in Los Angeles, from championship highs to locker room tension. The fallout with Russell Westbrook added more noise to the narrative. Critics called LeBron manipulative, even phony. But what they missed is that this was never just about basketball. It was about power, the control to shape your own destiny, and the challenge of keeping that control as time begins to take it away. LeBron's Lakers chapter will always be remembered, but how exactly remains uncertain. Was it dominance, drama, reinvention, or simply a man trying to finish his story on his own terms? One thing is clear. This is not a farewell written by someone else. LeBron will decide when it ends and how it ends. At last year's All-Star Weekend, LeBron was asked about the idea of a farewell tour. He smiled, then hesitated. "I'm 50 to 50, he said. "I feel like I owe it to my fans, but I've never been good at accepting praise." That sentence said it all. For a man who spent his life performing, the hardest role might be stepping into the spotlight one last time just to say goodbye. But maybe that's exactly what his fans deserve. They've grown up with him, followed every chapter, every headline, every argument about who's the greatest. A farewell tour wouldn't just be about him, it would be about us. It would be a thank you, a chance to celebrate a career that has defined an entire generation of basketball. Because LeBron James isn't just a player, he's an experience. He's the first megastar of the digital age, the blueprint for how to survive 2 decades of scrutiny and still stay on top. Even now, at 40, he's performing at an all-NBA level. But the truth, as painful as it is, remains. There's more behind him than ahead. He's been warning us for years, time is limited. He's never let a franchise take him for granted. He's always used time as leverage, as power, but time isn't something you can bargain with forever. As his friend and mentor, Jay-Z, once rapped, "Y'all be flirting with death, I be winking through the scope." That's LeBron, winking at mortality, still daring it to catch him. Almost every contemporary of his, Wade, Melo, Chris Paul, has retired. LeBron remains the last survivor of his era, still carrying the torch. He can still dominate a game, still lead a team, still make us believe that greatness can last forever. But each game now feels heavier, each play more precious, because whether we admit it or not, every dribble brings him closer to goodbye. And maybe that's the beauty of it. LeBron's story has always been about defying odds. Now, it's about facing the one challenge even he can't defeat: the passage of time. When that final day comes, and it won't be an ending, it'll be a transformation. Because legends never really leave, they just live on in the stories we tell and in the memories they gave us. LeBron's greatest victory might not be another championship or another record. It might be choosing how to walk away and doing it with the same grace and power that defined his rise. Time, as always, is undefeated, but if anyone can leave on his own terms, it's LeBron James. And when he does, it won't feel like goodbye. It'll feel like gratitude. Thank you so much for watching NBA Stories. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with other basketball fans, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. How do you think LeBron's story should end? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that go beyond the scoreboard, where every legend has a deeper tale to tell.